The T app, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been on social media lately, you know that the T app is all the rave. Women talking about the T app, men talking about the T app. I started hearing about the T app like 2, 3 days back. Like, what the hell's a T app? I started seeing it on TikTok. I was off TikTok for a couple of weeks, but I just kept seeing T app. So let's take a quick look at what the T app is all about. A lot has happened in a short period of time, guys. Now I am not well versed on every single thing happening with the T app, but I know a thing or two. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna start with the news article to read about what the T app is all about. Okay, we're gonna go to TikTok. We're gonna watch a couple of videos, 4 or 5 videos on T app. We're gonna watch the top videos. Okay, I'm not planning it. We're gonna watch it together. Watch a couple of videos off TikTok. I'll give my commentary. And I think the last thing I heard about the T app is that it got hacked, and the pictures of the women who subscribed to it have been leaked. And listen, I've seen some of the pictures and I'm not surprised because think about it. If you are going on the T app, which apparently, as you can see from the title, it's an app that lets women anonymously review guys has soared to number one in the app. In theory, it sounds like a fantastic idea. However, in practice, as you can probably guess, it was used for not its purpose. But let's speed through the article and see for ourselves. So, T app. First off, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the show. It's your boy Kingsley. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, share, do that. So the snippets. The T app, an app where women share anonymous dating reviews, is going viral. It hit number one on the US Apple App Store this week. We broke down how the app works and the reaction it's gotten. It's an app that lets women review men anonymously. Guys, please forgive me for the ad. I don't know what else to do, man. We'll deal with it. Um, the app called T has surged to number one on the US Apple App Store. It launched in 2023 and has been rapidly ascending the charts in the past few weeks. Sensor Tower, a marketing intelligence firm that tracks app data, estimated that downloads increased 185% in the first 20 days of July compared with the same period in June. T was founded by Sam Cook, whose LinkedIn page says he previously held roles at Salesforce and Shutterfly. According to T's website, Cook launched the app after witnessing his mother's terrifying experiences with online dating, not only being catfished, but unknowingly engaging with men who had criminal records. So, the app was founded with good intentions, clearly, like most apps are before they become used for not so pleasant stuff. I don't know. Let's take a look at the website. Let's see. Uh, Give me a minute. So this is what the website looks like for T. Right? Dating safety tools that protect women. I mean, automatically, I'm having different questions of how does this actually protect women? Because if women can share things about men anonymously, how do you know if it's actually true? And I saw different videos and different reports of people actually, of women sharing things like, oh, he ghosted me for a date. Or, he didn't pay on the first date. Something of that, or things along those lines, right? Like, how and why are these kind of things, typically this is something that you should use to say, oh, he's an abuser, and show proof. And I don't think you can show proof of these claims the women make, right? You just come, you say something, and that's it. People will just believe you. And my automatic instinct is, how do we know it's true? Because it has to be true, right? Otherwise, you could be sued for defamation. But this is what the website looks like: dating safety tools that protect women. Join 4 million. Damn. Use T to find. Wait, zoom this in for you guys. So you can use T, the T app, to find verified green flag men, run background checks, identify potential catfish, verify he's not a SEX offender. Okay, now, okay, now, you see, like I said, in theory, it's good. Check for criminal history. In theory, it's good. Of course, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure um, you're not exposing yourself to any danger, especially when it could be avoided, right? Protect your heart, our safety tools, background checks, catfish image search, SEX offender search, phone number lookup, criminal record search, the movement. Navigating the modern dating scene can be daunting and scary. Hello, Deadline. But with T, you're never alone. Join a community of over 4 million women dedicated to empowering each other and get access to a suite of dating safety tools made just for the FBI girlies. Share experiences and seek advice within a secure, secure, ironic. They just got hacked. They got hacked, I think, yesterday. Anonymous platform. T is built on trust, screenshots are blocked, and all members are verified as women. T is more than an app. It's a sisterhood. Together, we are redefining modern dating. Plus, we give back 10% of profits. Plus, we give back. 10% of profits are donated to the National Domestic DV hotline. Join T today and get ready to conquer the dating scene one cup at a time. Your new besties are waiting. Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, in theory, it looks good, right? In theory, it looks good. It's more about practice, as we all know how things typically go, right? Yeah. Do they have a YouTube? Because I would like to see, if, a promo video for them. Do they have? Let me see if they got a YouTube. Guys, I'm doing this live, so forgive if it's not as cleaned up as you guys would like. Give me a minute. We do it live. Let's see, app. Promo. There's no promo, it seems. It's just other people making videos about it. Oh my days. It's funny though. Anyway, let's continue with the article. So, so the concept of the app isn't exactly novel. Are we dating the same guy? Facebook groups where women share experiences with men they've dated emerged in 2022. About a decade earlier, there was Lulu, an app where women could rate men. T's viral moment has come in an era of swiping fatigue when incumbent dating apps and new startups alike are trying to redefine the dating landscape. T declined to comment on this story. So, what we're actually here for, right? How does T work, right? How does T work? T opens a feed displaying photos of men posted by anonymous users, red flag, with screen names. In some posts, women ask for tea, meaning the gossip, right? Where am I? On someone they're interested in, while others provide detailed reviews of men. The app doesn't allow screenshots. If you try, all you'll end up with is a black screen. When users go to post a man, the app asks for the man's first name, estimated age, and location. Wow. They can also include a caption and photos to publish the post. Users must select a box that says all statements are true. So if you select a box and say all statements are true, it means it's true, Users can react to posts with green or red flags, add comments, and share text posts on a forum where some users ask for advice. In modern dating lingo, red flags equate to warning signs, green flags are the opposite. signs of emotional intelligence or respectfulness, for example. But T-app that lets women post anonymous dating reviews was hit by a data breach that exposed 72,000 images. Thousands of images of women, including selfies and photos of IDs that were used to verify their identity to join the app, were exposed because of the breach. We can confirm that at 6:44 a.m. PST on Friday, July 25th, T identified unauthorized access to one of our systems and immediately launched a full investigation to assess the scope and impact. A spokesperson for T told Business Insider in a statement. Yeah, the breach included about 72,000 images, about 13,000 of which were either selfies or photo identification, submitted during account verification, the company said. Another 59,000 images from within the app, as well as comments and direct messages, were accessed without authorization. Whoa, shit. So you know what, guys? Let's have some fun. Let's watch some videos, some random videos on the T app. And let's go from there, okay? Give me a minute. Let's see. Do you guys know that song? I'm young, black, and rich. The viral sound on TikTok and on, it's everywhere. It's not just TikTok. It's actually on social media everywhere. So let's go T app. Let's see what pops up. Then we just take it from there. We learn together. So we're gonna start from the top.
This is a hot or not leaderboard. In less than 72 hours, the men of 4chan created a hot or not app with the T app hack. They took all the images out, and I think it has location data, and they made it a Tinder swipe where you go hot or not. And then there's a leaderboard so that they can look at not only who they think is the hottest, but they also created a lowest feature so they can go and see who they think is the ugliest. This is 72 hours after the hack, and that's after they released location data for every single user on a map. Women, if the media ever says the men are too lonely, we need to be more kind, we need to think about them, we need to have more empathy, remember this. They stole our data, they released everybody's addresses, and then they did a hot or not. Men have no care.
But wasn't that the same thing the women were kind of doing on the T app? You were kind of ranking the men, and you were putting the men's information out there. Again, I'm just trying to strike a balance, right? I mean, I'm just saying. I hope we see videos that shows both sides. Guys, as you guys saw, I just put the T app in the Explore search bar, and we are going through this together, okay? But I'm just saying, you're doing the same thing. Let's look at the comments here. Zionic says, "Holy consequences." Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna put a random guy's information out there on an app so that women can gossip about him, true or not, if your information gets put out there as well, why are you then angry?
For us, zero. They don't care about our safety. They don't care about anything.
What?
The institution of the government doesn't care about our health or safety either. So,
but also one thing I'll say is this to the women that go out. Now, listen, I want to make something very clear. To the women that were genuinely abused or mistreated, my heart goes out to you. But I've seen sprinkles of videos of women using it as a way to talk about them being ghosted, and I've seen some of the leaked photos, the face photos of these women, and I must say, man, I'm not shocked by how they look, because the more attractive you are as a woman, just being honest, the more attractive you are as a woman, the less time you have for this kind of stuff, especially when it's not that drastic,
Y'all, so apparently they have a T app for men.
Oh, there's a male T app?
listening to all of the videos about what
It's
they
a
got on the
male
men's
T-app.
T-app, and
Oh,
it is nothing like the ladies. So if you watched my video earlier, you'll see that I had one on the T-app, and yeah, I seen one of my childhood friends on it. But the difference is they're not exposing sexual videos of them being with the men.
yeah.
They're talking about men that are cheaters, giving STDs to
Yeah.
multiple women,
That's wrong.
rapists, pedophiles.
Yeah. That those kind of men should definitely be exposed. They're bad. They're bad.
Criminals, domestic violence,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's just talking about, ways that other women can protect themselves from these men. The men app, though, the men app was exposing women, nude photos, sexual videos, and basically shaming other women for being with other men. Talking about their body count. Okay, I'm confused, boo, because did she molest anybody? Is she a pedophile? Is she a rapist? Is she weird? That's what we're trying to focus on. Are we not? Or are y'all just using the app to shame women for being with y'all? Like, what's not clocking to y'all? Are you mad that you were posted on the app, so now you going and exposing a woman to try to humiliate her? Is she actually a threat to your life and your safety? Like, come on now. Like, is she one of them women that's giving you multiple STDs? Like, come on now. Like,
Fair point. Let's move
So,
on to the next.
so basically, after the tea leak happened, I did want to show it to you guys because I think it's funny. People made a website, and so it's called Tea Spill. Everybody gets to vote on.
So this is what the women that some of the women that look this is what some of the women look like on the T app. And like I said, guys, these women are not the most attractive women. I'm just gonna be honest. Most of these women, of course, they're gonna get bottom tier men in general. Most men are not gonna take them seriously. They're ugly. I'm sorry to tell you, and I know if there's any woman watching this, you're gonna because a lot of women you've been told you're all beautiful, you're perfect the way you are, your shit don't stink. Listen. It is what it is, man. Should you be exposed to dangerous men? No. But bro, the looks typically match this experience. Most of these women are femcells, right? They've probably never had good men in their lives, don't know what looks like to be desired. So a lot of men are going to treat you with low effort, typically,
what the more attractive woman is, and they have leaderboards for the top and the bottom 50 women, and there's over 10,000 of them. So basically, after the tea leak,
the dumbest thing about the T app and this whole entire situation going on with it is even besides the fact that it's obviously very strange for people to be doing this in the first place, is in general when people are leaving.
Just to make something very clear, guys, I am also this is not planned, okay? This is not planned. I'm just going from the explore page. I'm going by video. I'm just learning. I'm picking different things as we go together, okay? So I'm also learning as you are as well. But let's just enjoy the ride. It's a wild ride, but we're doing it together.
Reviews for things, especially for dating partners, they're not going to have anything positive to say. Do you really think a girl who had a great experience with a guy is going to post him and say, oh my God, awesome, treated really well, great in bed, did this, this? No, they're not. They don't want you to know that. They don't want other women to go and then know that about this. They would keep that a secret because they don't want that guy to get taken. So the only time you're going to be on this app when people are like, oh, share the tea, let me know about this guy, it's going to be girls who are butthurt from the fact that they are not currently with this individual. So they're going to take very small situations and then play it up. Like, think logically. Every time I've ever left a review on a restaurant, most of the time, it was because I had something negative to say. I'm not going out of my way, unless I'm getting a discount of some kind, to go and write a review.
Especially when it comes to dating, right? I mean, what guy or woman is going to be like, oh, this woman is the best, guys? Because if they were truly that good, you would be with them still. Or, you wouldn't talk about it because you want to keep it a secret. That's just human nature. So it's already biased, because if you're gonna say, oh, if it's a red flag or not, I mean, if the guy is gonna be already on the website or on the app, 9.5 times out of 10, it's gonna be a red flag because he's on the app. Especially with women, because women are very competitive, right? Women are super competitive, so they're gonna want to keep some things to themselves.
And asking previous partners, what do you have to say about this guy that I'm dating? Do you really expect to get nice guy? Oh my God, you're such a lucky person. I wish I was you. No, you're gonna get he's evil, he's terrible.
Yeah,
oh my God, he did this. So besides the fact that it's just weird, just overall, what is your goal? Did you really expect you're gonna get positive feedback?
This is to all the single people. If you're in a relationship, could you do me a favor and step out? Just for a little bit, thank you. Okay, now for all my single babies, all single women and ladies.
Man, I just hopped out the shower, but there's some shit I need to get off my chest. Yes, Laughing Cat is on the T app, and I'd like to take a moment to address the allegations. Yes, I was spitting ancient alchemical secrets mid-coitus, and no, I'm not sorry. I'm gonna do it again. You're in her DMs. I'm teaching her about the cyclical nature of existence. You're taking her to rodeo. I'm taking her to the marketplace of ideas. I'm moving like a...
Oh. So this is what it actually looks like on the app. Nah, man. I hope we see the videos of the women on the app, man. Because what I saw, now I don't know if it's a real picture or not, because you can't really tell these days, man. But the women, bro, the women were not looking good. The men looked decent. I mean, the men looked presentable, but the women I saw, huh? Like, yikes. I mean, the men looked, yeah. Yeah. You can tell the men get ass, you know? He's on there. Even Gramps. Oh, he got a green flag though, so that's good. Oh, I also heard the some of the women, when women shared a guy that looked cute and they put multiple red flags on him, the women would say, "Oh, sure, he's got red flags, but he's cute though." Oh my God, this guy looks.
Man,
No. Ah, shit. I missed it. Yeah, this guy. Anyway.
Yeah, so I downloaded the T page. Don't get me wrong, I'm single. But I was just being nosy trying to see who was on there. But one thing I noticed, y'all bitches ain't got no morals.
Oh.
A girl supposed to do and he look halfway decent. All y'all in the comments asking for his IG.
What did I tell you?
Oh, I'm trying to crack necks. I'm trying to crack necks.
What did I tell you?
What? She just wrote all this about the man, and just because he looked good, you trying to crack necks? Yeah, so I downloaded the T.
I told you. Because I'm telling you, this is something a lot of women don't like to hear. The kind of guys you deal with as a woman tells more about you than it does the guy. It's something I always say to women. The kind of men you deal with is a reflection of who you are. If you dealt with bums and you come online to talk about how bummy the guy is, well, that bummy guy was smart, was effing you. What does that say about you? I'm just saying.
So the people that hacked the T app,
she's gonna talk about the hack, yeah?
User base didn't just make a map with, the locations of the users, which is horribly unethical. Yeah. But they also created a website where you could rate the users by their photo, their verification photo, which probably they were just moved on, but now everyone sees that. We need a counter hacker to then. I mean, I wasn't on it. I was not on the T app, but I'm just rooting for women here. But we need a hacker to dox the people who are swiping, because
that's what your ass is.
I wasn't even on the T page.
That's the fuck.
See that? This T app is bringing out the best of us. See this beautiful 3-year-old baby right here? See her? The woman he was dating found him on a T app with 5 other women saying they were with him. He denied the allegations. So you know what the woman he was dating did? She sent 27-year-old Clarence Hutchins to his house to do him something. Clarence wound up shooting at him, but he also took the life of this girl right here.
Oh!
All because of allegations from the T-app. But I mean, a lot of women in the community are doing that anyway. Sending other men to go commit murder on somebody else on behalf of their emotions.
Whoa. Okay, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's the show with.
Wait. Whoa. That came out of left field. The baby girl got unalive. My girlfriend put me out of the house because they had my picture on the T page. What? This happened in Detroit. Monet reportedly sent her friend, 27-year-old Clarence Hutchinson, to confront her boyfriend, Torrance, at his home. But instead of fighting, Clarence opened fire from the street. Yo! Whoa! Shooting through the house, Torrance was hit in the shoulder, but the bullets also struck and took the life. Man, you gotta be over an app? Over an app. But the bullet also struck and took the life of 3-year-old Imani Rose Jackson. Who was playing just feet away from her father. Clarence fled the scene but was later caught on the city's west side. Monet was arrested shortly after and admitted that the violence stemmed from what happened. Man, she is stupid. What the? Whoa!
I
wasn't even on the T page.
You missed the fuck up.
See that? This T-app is bringing out the best of us. See this beautiful 3-year-old baby right here? See her? The woman he was dating found him on a T-app with 5 other women saying they were with him. He denied the allegations. So you know what the woman he was dating did? She sent 27-year-old Clarence Hutchins to his house to do him something. Clarence wound up shooting at him, but he also took the life of this girl right here. All because of allegations from the T-app. But I mean, a lot of women in the community are doing that anyway. Sending other men to go commit murder on somebody else on behalf of their emotions, on behalf of their feelings. So I wouldn't really blame the T-app for how we're already acting, but
yeah,
that's
not the
Three-year-old baby right here. Lost her life a couple days ago.
Wow.
27-year-old Clarence.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Hope y'all loving that T-app out here.
Wow.
I heard y'all data got leaked too. Y'all choose up.
A lot of you bitches is really weird with this T-app, okay? Like, I thought the T-app was going to be made to be like, hey, stay away from him. He puts his hands on people. He can't be trusted around kids. He's got a bad habit. He takes stuff out your purse. No, you guys are literally saying like, oh, he stood me up or he cheated or whatever. And like, you posting a dude, and I'm like,
like I said, in theory, it sounds good. In practice, it's just a bunch of hurt women, angry at a guy for doing something not warranting putting him on blast on an app for the public to see.
Look like he do that, and you're surprised. Like, are you surprised or just disappointed that you weren't the exception? You know what I mean? So I was on y'all's side, but now I'm not on your side anymore. Just go back to having arranged marriages, honestly, because like, you clearly can't pick for yourself or whatever. And for the guys that is being talked about, I'm going to go ahead and do you a favor and let you know what's being said about you in the app. So you already know what to do. If you want to know what's being said about you in the app, just let me know, because these bitches is really weird at this point. Like, I really do apologize for what I said. Like, I was all like, oh, like the dude.
I see all these men gloating about the doxing of the T-app. And just in case you live under a rock and you don't know what's going on, the T-app was created for women to be able to share details about the men that they've dated.
Yeah, listen, like I said in the beginning, in theory, the app is definitely worthwhile. It's just about the practice. But let's hear what she has to say.
Or perhaps, unfortunately, are married to protect themselves and each other. Not just from cheaters, but also from abusers. Now, apparently the person who created this app was a man, and he put the data, which I guess required an ID in some cases, in some sort of open data set that could be easily accessed by the public. And so thousands and thousands of women were doxxed. I don't know the total number. So to all the men that are gloating about this, I just want to tell you, you're only telling on yourselves. Every day that passes makes it more clear that men are not protectors and they're not leaders. In fact, men for women are often a liability and a danger. You're dangerous to children. You're dangerous to us. Sometimes you're even dangerous to each other. If you were protectors, you would be building these apps yourself. You would be holding men accountable. You would make sure that men were treating women properly, that they weren't physically harming us. You need to understand that the collapse that is happening in marriage and relationships and the drop in birth rate and the male loneliness epidemic is all because you have abused your power for centuries. You have harmed us physically. You have harmed us emotionally. You have harmed your children. And we're not going to keep doing it. But we are going to keep ourselves and each other safe. And the gross tantrum that you guys are throwing is only creating more and more resolve in people that have decided to remain celibate because it's too dangerous interaction.
Breaking news, y'all was trying to be messy and y'all got hacked. Your favorite app, T-App, which was out there exposing men, just got hacked. Over 72,000 user data have been exposed, including 13,000 photos and selfies of users. So if you was out there trying to be messy on the T-App, it's highly likely that your
but this is dangerous though.
info is out there floating in on the dark web.
So there was this app called the T-App, and it was only for women. You actually had to upload a picture of your driver's license to be able to get in because they didn't want men there. And it was where women went to talk about like their people they were dating that they were disgruntled with, or if a dude abused them, they could like safely out them to other women so other women wouldn't give them a shot. Whoever put this app together didn't use any type of relevant security. Like they left it completely vulnerable and it was super easily hacked. And all of those women's like driver's licenses, their home addresses, like everything got leaked, including everything they were saying on there. And instead of being like a keep women safe type of situation, it really just evolved into a like bash all these different dudes type of situation. Now all of these women got exposed and they're all freaked out for their safety. And the dudes just decided that they were going to make their own version, and they called it Box Score. The absolute disrespect of that name. But just like T, it says it's for helping men date safe. The idea is that you can out women, like, she ghosted me, she's married. And unlike the T app, they actually put safety features on it with end-to-end encryption. It has red flag options like ghosted 3 times, she only responds late at night, trash talks all her exes, and has anger issues. But women got immediately mad and started reporting the ever-loving dog shit out of this app, and it's already been taken down. Just the emblem and the name, the fucking name. Just so glad that I never have to worry about dating again in my life. What do y'all think about this?
What the hell? What the helly? What the helly? What the heliante? What the helion? What the heli Berry? What the heli Burton? What the heli Brian James? What the heli? What the hell? What the heli? What the heli? What the heliante? What the helion?
Nah, stop scrolling. Someone.
So I'm not a girl's girl for the same reason that there is not a universally shared euphemisms amongst women like I thought there was, especially using these.
The T-App was designed to expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's showing just how dirty and nasty the men that y'all have been dealing with are. Y'all get online with these high standards that you don't have in real life, which is what I always say. You can't believe what they're saying. You got to watch what they're doing. They can tell you all day what they won't do, but that app is showing you what they will do. Y'all are showing just how low vibrational the men that y'all have to pick from are. You can't sit up and say that you got all these options yet. These are the men that you're picking. The truth is that's all you got to pick from. You have a bunch of group of nasty, terrible men to choose from, and you're just trying to find the best out of the worst. But all of them are horrible. Everything that you have to choose from is horrible. because of how you are as a woman. You carry yourself in a way that there's a very specific type of man who would find you attractive. And that small group of men is who y'all are choosing from. And that's why y'all are sharing the same men. Because out of that small group of men that y'all are all picking from, y'all are trying to find the best looking one, the one who appear to seem like he got some money, even though he usually don't end up having no money. Y'all are all picking and filtering through that small group of disgusting, nasty pookies, right? And no matter what you get online and say about how you want rich men, you ain't even in proximity to rich men. Rich men don't even see you on their radar when you walk by, right? Because nothing about who you are and how you carry yourself would pick up on the radar of a man who got any class about himself, right? Only pookies find you desirable. And that's the reason why y'all are all sharing the same pookies. That's the reason why y'all all sharing the same pookies. It don't matter what y'all get.
And that's something that I've noticed. You know, women in general, women don't mind sharing a man. They don't mind it. If they find you attractive, they don't mind sharing you. That's something that I've seen and I've experienced. Women will know that you're married or you've got a girlfriend. But if she likes you and she finds you attractive, she knows. She will share you. In fact, there's a saying that if a woman finds you attractive, you don't have to lie to her. She will lie to herself for you. That's it. It's the truth, though.
On that app and expose regarding these.
No shit.
The T app, there still will be a line of women ready to give that man a shot to see whether or not she can get better results than you got. So you can never really expose men because there's always going to be women who are willing to test it out for themselves and still see whether or not the stuff the previous women said is actually true.
Z says, I know a woman who is 5'5" and about 70 pounds overweight. Her only standard for a man is that he be 6 feet tall and have abs. She found him too. He's mentally ill, cheats on her constantly, and hurts her physically. And she won't leave because he meets her standards. My goodness, man. So we're going to watch a couple
I don't give a fuck if I'm on a T app. I know I'm on that app. And that's perfectly fine with me. I do not care. Because that ain't changed nothing. That ain't changed nothing for me. And not only that, but I know I'm on that app because there are 2 chicks that I had matched on Hinge when I first moved down here to Florida. And I'm not going to lie. I dropped both of their asses on the side of the road and made them find their own ride home. And I just know for a fact, like I had a villain arc because a lot of these chicks do guys dirty and don't get no consequence for it. So I had to be the karma. I had to be the karma. Somebody's got to do God's work because too many guys out here are just tolerating disrespect and allowing a lot of these chicks to slide and get away with this shit. But me, I don't let nothing slide. If a chick intentionally wastes my time on a date or a link or whatever, I'm dropping her ass on the side of the road or at a corner store and she finding her own fucking ride home. Because you're not about to disrespect me on a date or waste my time intentionally and then expect me to still be a gentleman. What? No. I'm telling y'all, I'm a villain. But I'm a villain for a good reason. That's why I said I know I'm on that T app and I don't give a fuck if
T app for women was leaked, and users like this are posting the user's driver's license and addresses online to dox them. This is not a
wow, that's crazy though.
Drill. If you have the T app, delete it immediately. This happened within the past 24 hours. For that app, you have to upload your driver's license to be accepted. And unfortunately, they used a data server that was not secure. And people on the Fortune app
is it real?
Have now found out this information, extracted people's driver's license and addresses, and even posted maps online to dox the users. This is very scary. Comments like this are even worse. Can anyone confirm or deny what's going on here? But the fact that this is being celebrated is exactly why we created these apps to begin with, to protect ourselves.
Well, it was created by a man though, but sure.
From people like this. People celebrating our downfall, people celebrating our inability to be able to communicate the wrongdoings that you guys are continuously
Yeah, but you don't celebrate that, dude. That is wrong. That is for
doing
sure wrong.
to the women of your towns. It's a scary time to be a woman, and
Women across America are furious right now because somebody has just hacked this female-only app, publicly leaking thousands of users' images, IDs, and posts. If you hadn't heard, there's a super popular app called T, so much so that it's actually the #1 free app on the Apple Store, and it's designed to promote safely dating and to help women do background checks on men. And there's a lot of useful features like being able to reverse image search in the cases of catfish, the ability to check if someone's married or a sex offender, but one of its features has proved very controversial. It's the ability to anonymously share red flags of a man with other women, kind of like how you rate an Uber after a ride. And as you'd imagine, the backlash because of this has been intense. Some people online labeled it anti-male, a feminist doxing app, and even as far as calling it evil and meant to destroy men's lives. And that's why some people are even celebrating this hack. But the amount of people actually exposed in this leak is pretty insane. You see, T currently has millions of users, and hackers were able to get unauthorized access to 72,000 images, 13,000 of which were selfies, and even images of identification documents. This even included thousands of driver's license, which is what they used for verification when signing up for the app. But some men have gone even further in all of this, and to get back at women, they have gone as far as creating a leaderboard from the leaked selfies, where people can then go and rank these images, and they have a top 50 and a bottom 50. Point is, you could probably add this to the active conflicts in the world. It's getting so heated right now. But of course, as always, what do you guys think? Women across...
Y'all kept telling me to download the T app. Download the T app and see what the girls are talking about on there. Check out the men on there. See all the gossip and drama on there. And now look. The T app has been hacked by the losers over on 4chan. 72,000 images, including 13,000 verification photos, which were y'all's government or state ID, have been leaked. The T app also required y'all to upload selfies to join. They've been accessed as well. The hack and leak campaign that the losers over on 4chan have set up worked. All of you ladies' data has been compromised and accessed. And you know what? We wouldn't even need a T app if you ladies used discernment. We wouldn't even need a T app if you ladies left men alone at the first red flag. We would not need a T app if you actually observed these men and how they treat you before you hop into bed with them. These don't they him girl, do you know him girl, T apps have...
Hearing a lot of different information about whose info is leaked on the T app. Some articles, including the New York Times, insinuate that only people from 2024 have been affected. However, people that I follow in my comment sections are saying that they just joined last week and their photo was included in the information and they saw it. Cannot confirm that, but there are a few other people commenting saying things like this, where it wasn't just 2024, it's also people from 2025. They don't know exactly which months. So some people are saying this is fear mongering or we're spreading misinformation. We all have the same information and we're trying to spread it far and wide. Now that I got a second to think about it, deleting the app might not be the smartest thing, and exactly what the people who leaked these photos and addresses would have wanted to happen. They're trying to silence us, and that's why they're retaliating in these ways. I really hope we can either create a more secure app or strengthen the one that's already in existence, because apps like this are really important, and I hope there's a way that we can find a way to make them more secure while still being able to document and educate the masses about anyone's behavior, not specifically a guy.
The concept of the T app is so fucking weird to me. Not only is the framing of it in general just weird as fuck, but it's also straight out of a Black Mirror episode. For one, everybody's defense for the app is, oh, it's meant to expose creeps and predators and abusers and shit, right? Sounds like a beautiful fucking concept, right? If that's what it was actually used for. But we all know that 99.9% of the time, that's not what the app is fucking used for. The fact that you can just go on that app and upload a picture of any guy and spread tea about that nigga anonymously to where nobody else can see you, to where you can just face no repercussions for saying anything about this nigga, true or false, is honestly so weird. The app is literally called T. We knew that the app's original purpose wasn't to fucking expose dangerous men. It was the gossip. And while I'm sure the app has been actually used to expose dangerous, abusive, predator men, most of the screenshots that I see from the app is just motherfucking women in the comments talking about, oh, he's easy. Oh, there's no way I'll find him attractive. Oh, he gives gay vibes. What the fuck this got to do with being dangerous? Like, ain't none of this shit got to do with being a predator or being abusive, my nigga. This is just gossip. Most of the comments under these motherfucking posts just be women clowning on how the nigga look. An app that's meant to be talking about a certain group of people, but also restricts them is a fucking horrible idea. And that's why I don't feel bad for motherfuckers' data being exposed. That's what your messy ass get. And aside from all of the obvious weird shit that the app is being used for, this is literally a fucking Black Mirror episode. For all my real niggas that have watched Black Mirror, y'all know exactly what episode I'm talking about. For y'all who don't know, it's this episode in season 3 called Nosedive. Pretty much the entire point of the episode is there's this girl and she lives in a world where, you know what I'm saying, it's basically like social credit. Pretty much the entire point of the episode is everybody has like a 1 to 5 star rating, right? Like a restaurant. And you go throughout your day and interact with different people people and they can give you a rating. Say you have a bad interaction with somebody, they can rate you 1 star. Say you have a great interaction with somebody, they can rate you 5 stars. Pretty much the entire episode is this woman trying to get her rating up, you know what I'm saying, all the way to 5 stars or whatever. I'm not going to spoil the rest of the episode because it's a really good episode and I feel like y'all should check out Black Mirror. And that was a pretty rushed through, bastardized description of the episode, but that's pretty much the fucking premise. And this entire
Let's talk about the T-app leak and why warning other women.
Why do people have problem with the T-app?
T-app is a great app for women to determine what men are domestic abusers and sexual offenders.
But we already have legal registries for that, so why would an app be necessary? And why did this app become so popular?
Because so many women are afraid of men because of what many men have done to them, and that's why they see the world through this view.
So they're living in constant states of fear for men like they have to protect themselves? Then why not just avoid all men? Why go on an app and talk about them if they hate
Because
that?
while they are justified in the events that happen to them, they eventually put that on to every man and become scared of them. Now we have an app so we can determine who's bad or good, and it might help women.
So this
safer.
way women know who to avoid in public and who to not avoid? But wouldn't only the good men be in relationships with the green flags? Anyone not would just keep getting red flags?
It is a good thing. However, people are posting many videos saying they found themselves on the app and that people are lying about them, saying things that aren't true out of spite.
1 or 2 bad videos doesn't mean the entire app is a liar. Yelp and Google only have a 10% false review rate. What did that mean? 90% of what's posted on that app is true?
Men aren't businesses. These are random citizens we see around the country, so we can't really relate those statistics to a gossip app.
Yeah, but let's do that. We can't have anything 2021. Men are making their own records.